Yeah,
Clio's
you'd be a
peach,
good grape.
because she's got the butt.
A big butt.
Are we allowed to talk about that yet?
Oh, that
don't-
no. Probably
Maybe
not.
after off, Kai.
Yeah. I don't think that's been a thing yet.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think
One
we can
day
talk about
we'll get to
vaguely.
spill the tea about
We can
Clio's
vaguely say.
My fucking absolute badonkadonk.
I think you could vaguely
My-
say
my-
that there was an artwork that was made where.
Mm-hmm.
Who was it that asked? Was it Sakana?
It was Sakana, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Said that Clio's posterior was too small, and it was enlarged. How many times? Like what? 3 or 4 times?
5.
5
Had to have been
times.
5.
It was... I think it was 3 times. And then Sakana was like... Make it bigger. Also make the tits bigger.
No.
Yeah.
He was adamant. He was like...
I don't
He
think they
kept
touched your
talking
boobs.
about my ass not being big enough because he could, like, they would change it and he wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, he can't tell the difference because he don't got no eyeballs.
Yeah, so he
I had to
couldn't
make a
tell the
GIF showing the
difference.
fucking butt inflating to show that there was a difference between the things.
And like the fabric getting tighter. That's the worst part. And then yeah, so my ass got inflated multiple times, and then the last time he was like, it needs to be bigger, also make the tits bigger, and then Aiko turned around and said, too bad, I already told the artist the final change.
Yeah, you can't touch the boobs.
Pien.
Yeah, so Aiko
Yeah.
saved me from getting a boob job. Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for everybody to be able to see those arts.
Am I allowed to say something about your smart?
I couldn't believe it when they sent like the finished art in the Discord. The only thing I could say was in all caps, Mari pussy attack.
Yep, that is what she did.
And I don't think I even showed up to the meeting. I'm pretty sure there was like a meeting that day, and I just like, yeah, the only thing I said all day was Mari pussy attack.
It is a Mari pussy attack.
It really, really is.
I think we're making this sound like infinitely worse than it is.
We still are. It's okay though.
I mean, Sakana was like, he said your mouth was dumb, didn't he?
He said your mouth was
He
too
didn't
big.
say it was dumb. He said it should be smaller, but
Yeah,
it
your mouth
actually
was too
looked
big.
fine.
Yeah, it looked
I thought it was fine.
So strangely
Yeah.
enough, he wants you to be smaller, he wants me to be bigger.
Which is weird because when we were like doing my model, he was like, the mouth should be bigger. But then when we were like doing that art, he was like, oh, the mouth should be smaller. So I just don't think he knows what he wants.
I think he gets like an 8-ball and like shakes it up and asks it what to write.
I genuinely
reply.
think he just like flips a coin. He flips a coin before he says something.
I mean, he does offer the only male perspective on. He has the male gaze, so I guess he's somewhat
But
valuable
he's not
in
even
that
like
regard.
an average.
No, but
'cause
he's not a like.
He just likes biggins.
Fat asses.
Yeah, he likes
Yeah.
biggin, which is not average. The male gaze.
I wouldn't consider Sakana to be a reliable narrator for the male gaze.
Yeah, everyone would just have like bolt-ons.
That's true. That is true. We would all have giant tits.
I feel like mine. I kind of wish I asked for a reduction on it. It's like a lot, but I was like, I'm so scared to ask for changes with art.
They're really big.
They are. They're bountiful.
It's too much.
Haha.
I'm always scared to ask for changes. I feel like an evil person every time I do. Like, people always assume my model went through a bunch of revisions. I had one revision, and it was just because of miscommunication. And then my model was done. Did y'all go through a lot of, like, work for your models?
I literally didn't have a single revision.
Yeah, I might just
I
show.
was just happy.
I know, Clio, you had a few to choose from.
I had like 20. There were a lot of changes that I was trying to nitpick about. I nitpicked about quite a few things, and I was like, oh, I need to, you know, there's different things that I want to make sure that it works and make sure it fits me.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we're kind of like the three, you know how the Triforce is made up of like three
Wisdom, power, and
Triforces?
courage.
3 triangles.
Yeah, we're the Triforce of ass, the Triforce of tits, and the Triforce of pussy. Makes up PhaseQuest.
Sure.
Oh.
Pussy!
Pussy! I'm trying to find my first model. I remember I sent it to y'all and I'm like, guys, I think management fucked up. I think management fucked up.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
so
because
confused.
it didn't look like you at all.
No, I don't know
yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
happened.
Who is this stranger?
Are we allowed to show these?
I know some of the other girls have shown their whips. So I think it's fine. I was gonna save for a later stream, but I kind of want to show it since we're talking about it. If I can
I
find
don't know
it.
if I had mine.
I mean, y'all don't have to show yours if you don't want to, of course. See, this is... I wouldn't... If mine didn't... I know that management made a miscommunication, which is fine, that happens. But if that didn't happen, my model would probably just been one and done, other than a few changes. Yeah, Jelly showed hers there, saying,
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
We
show...
should all do the fusion dance to make the ultimate woman.
Oh, I do want to see a
I'm sorry,
fuse.
I'm still
You were
thinking about
worshipping
it.
that one, yeah. The first one that I had, I gave all my info to the management, and then because Tefish is Japanese, so I can't speak directly to Tefish. They gave all this information, and then they threw in an extra bit, and they were like, put in some steampunk
Oh,
like,
yeah.
design
I
features.
remember that.
And then I guess something got lost in translation or something. And the entire outfit was... I came out looking like a Victorian steampunk... I guess... How would you say it? Like
You're like a
a
super
high-class
crazy
lady.
Bioshock character.
Ooh.
Yeah, I looked like I was in... I looked like I was a Dishonored character or something like that. I think what else? What else is steampunky, I guess? Or Bioshock Infinite?
Yeah, one of the Bioshock game makes me think of when I think of steampunk.
Yeah, I looked like a steampunk aristocrat. I had this very elegant dress and everything, so I almost became like a, I don't know, like a well-to-do lady.
Yeah, it was very much not what I
Yeah.
imagined you to have, and when I saw it, I was
Yeah,
like,
it was a huge departure.
I was waiting
from-
for your like thoughts about it, because if you loved it, I didn't want to be like, but I was like, this don't seem like it fits you.
No, it really, really didn't fit. So it was kind of like asking for. I was like, management, why did you do this? So yeah, it was a lot of just like trying to not do as much steampunkiness as possible. Like the core set still has elements of it, and the coat I think is also, I guess, more evocative of that sort of style. But yeah, it was like super duper steampunky. Like I had like a pocket watch, and I had like the
was,
like the
like, all
crazy
over.
lens steampunk, and then I had like a top, the cutesy sort of like female top hat kind of vibe.
But you had like goggle type glasses, didn't you? Like those.
Yeah, I did. I was like full on
goggles.
full on like crazy inventor lady.
Now you look like
Man.
RPG character, Fire Emblem. one.
Yeah, we're on a quest.
I kind of wish that I had like some sort of interesting process, but Dedechi Mama got it right literally the first sketch that was sent. And looking through all of the message history, the first sketch I got sent looks exactly like how I look today. There's not a single change because it was just perfect.
Let me find mine, and I'll show it on stream real quick. Yeah, my second sketch is just what I am now. Other than, and I feel bad because I think Ayami likes moles, But she did put a mole on my boob at first, and I had to ask for it to be removed. Not because I disliked it, but because it's exactly where Embers is. So I was like, I feel like it'd be kind of weird to have two invaders with a mole in the same spot.
Twinsies.
Here's my first one.
Sleepy got her mole laser removed.
Let's see if chat can. Let's see if chat can tell what miscommunication happened with management. Can you imagine if I re-debuted and I was just white and pink?
That'd be so crazy.
But you can see it's pretty much exactly the same. There's just some extra colors. Albino Eeepy. And then it kind of looks
When
like
I
I
first saw it,
Yeah.
I was just like, that's not Sleepy, that's a blue archive character.
And then
She got the frog though, the frog is cute.
yeah, the outfit is exactly the same. So my second version was this, and then that's what I have today other than the mole. So I had a pretty easy go through. I'm very lucky.
Still cute.